Yo, what's up, people? Ramon,
Tawann.
episode 11 in the building. So we got the Lumia 920,
Surface RT. Lot of big things going on since in our absence.
and some Halo.
So we back. We had a little hiatus, but a lot of big things happened in the process. You know, Hurricane Sandy, of course,
Fuck New York up.
destroyed New Jersey and New York. But we here. You know what I'm saying? Nokia Lumia 920.
Yeah.
It came. That's and it's momentous. It's really a nice device. 5 colors: yellow, red, white, black, and cyan.
And gray.
And the rumored gray, I actually got a little kind of a sneak spy shot of the slate gray. It's a matte gray. It looks really awesome. It's a really awesome device. And you know, my partner here, he was first in line at the AT&T store.
Gotta do it, man.
You know?
Had to get it. I like it though. I tell you, I'm really in love with it. I feel like it's the first time as a Windows Phone user we can say we got like the best phone on the market.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Like on all fronts, except apps.
I agree. Yeah, but you know what? I'm sure the apps are going to kick into high gear. They're saying
come
after the turn of the year,
right?
The apps that you're going to see a lot more a flood of apps coming through. It's like it's almost like they said that Nokia was coming. They showed us specs. They showed us the physical device. They launched it. All right, and it's like everything seems to have its own position. So I think they might kind of like flood us around Christmas time with apps.
Yeah.
Certain
things. It's a 50-50 thing. Like you can't have developers aren't attracted to a platform if they can't make money.
Right.
So if there's no interest in the platform, then there's no developers. So when I got the phone the first day, like 6 people stopped me and said, "Is that new Nokia?" I didn't even know they were running commercials for it already.
Yeah, they are.
One dude cornered me in a Nintendo store and was like, "Oh, it came out." Like he was
Nintendo has a store.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's by Rockefeller Center.
Really?
So I mean, people, and when I went to before I saw Skyfall, great movie.
Nice.
Love Skyfall. A little too long, but before I went in the AT&T store because I was curious to see if they had the charging. What is it? The pad.
Right.
The wireless charging.
No, they don't. I don't think they have it yet.
No, they didn't.
You might be able to get it from the Windows store though. The Microsoft
I might have to do that. So I was asking the rep like, how's it selling? Is it moving? They were gone.
Yeah,
he said they got about 20 of them in, and they were gone the first day.
I actually before we got here took a look at the website that shows you who has what in store.
There's a website. That's cool.
Well, it's actually AT&T.
Oh, that's cool.
But they tell you what's in store. Everybody, everywhere is sold out.
Right. And I mean, you can argue like, well, yeah, if they only stock 20 phones, they're gonna, the iPhone stocks 200 phones in store. But
right,
this is supposed to be a platform where no one cares.
Exactly.
People care.
So it seems to me like they're creating a demand for it.
Yeah. And I mean, people were playing with, because on that particular store they had the Nokias were up front,
right,
and then they had the iPhone next to it, and people were like. And what was odd about this store was they had the iPhone 4S in white next to an iPhone 5.
Did they?
Because the manager said they didn't have any more white 5s. So they put a 4S.
So that's interesting.
So people were like, people were looking at it, was like, oh, but the white one, like I've heard the manager corrected people. I was there for about 15 minutes talking to him.
Wow.
Numerous times he said, that's not a 5. That's a 4S. Like people couldn't tell the difference between a 4S and a 5. And it was right next to each other. Like that was bad.
And that seems like more proving ground for what we've been saying for the longest. Like, so you want an iPhone 5, you coming from an iPhone 4S, and there you have it in an AT&T store sitting side by side, and no one can tell the difference.
But that wasn't even the point was like people they saw us talking,
right,
and they were coming over and listening to the conversation, and they were like looking. They were looking at the phone. And they were like, "Oh wow, this is nice. This is cool. Like, what is this? What? Like, there was an interest. People, it felt like a nice phone.
Right.
So it's got the, what is it? Pure View, no, Pure Motion.
That's the screen.
HD
right?
plus resolution. Yeah.
Right.
Some high.
Well, you know what? I'm going to stop you here. I'm going to stop you, and I'm not going to take too much time. I'm going to reach into this bag I have down here, people, to show you all that I have joined the Nokia Lumia family, Windows Phone 8.
Oh shit, son!
This is actually a surprise to him right now.
I didn't even know he had it. Wow!
So,
welcome back.
Yeah, you know, I had to play this off. I was like, you know, I was going to tell him because there was a few questions that I had, but I was like, you know what? We're doing a video. We're going to put this all in the video right here,
surprise,
right now.
Surprise,
surprise, surprise.
Goddamn Joe Rogan!
I actually had get the white one. The yellow one is not in stores at this time. In the
or the cyan,
right? Or the cyan.
The cyan isn't in the stores either.
And the black one, of course, is in stores. The red one is selling out. Yellow one's not there. Online only if you want the yellow one. Here they are, white and red. Particularly, you know, why I chose to wear the white and red,
brother.
It's actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I was digging it.
We shall call this Panda.
Yes, the Panda phone.
The Panda.
So next up, you know, Microsoft is hitting them with the 1-2 punch left and right, and these are not light punches. These are solid punches. Surface RT, Surface Pro. Surface Pro is not out yet. It will be out soon. All right. It's a rumor that it might come before Christmas time. There's another rumor that it'll be after Christmas turn of the year. So, you know, it's a toss-up, but I think if they're smart, they're going to want this Surface Pro out for Christmas time. It's going to make an excellent Christmas gift. I'm not going to pull that out of my bag. I'm sorry. I don't have that, but I let this man expound on this glorious device.
We did the review. The review is it's up there. It's on the channel. I'll post a link to the channel. We said everything we need to say about the Surface. It's nice. The design is more than stellar. The way it feels in your hand, premium build. Surface RT. I think that's the draw of the criticism. Is Surface RT. People are still confused.
Right. RT
versus
Pro.
So let me make numerous attempts to clear this up. Surface RT, you can equate that to something like an iPad,
right,
or an Android tablet. Mm-hmm. Surface Pro, you can equate that to a real laptop, a real PC, or an Ultrabook.
Right.
So those are in a nutshell, that's the difference. Now, where the difference comes into play is what you can do on the two.
Right.
So, in the front, the UI is the same. They both have the same Metro UI. They've both got a desktop mode, so on and so forth. The difference is the Surface RT runs on ARM architecture. So you can't install x86 and x64 applications, which means
Windows 7
XP, yeah, like Magic Jack.
Right.
You're not going to go to some website and download an MP3 converter and install it. It just won't work.
Right.
The architecture is different. If you need to do that, then you get the Pro. Right? So for us, we use LiveWriter.
Right.
And Microsoft said they're working on a Metro LiveWriter. So for now, if we want to run Windows Live Essentials, we have to use the Pro.
Right.
So I can't blog effectively from the Pro.
Right.
So the problem becomes now the Pro never. I'm sorry, the RT. The RT never really replaced my iPad.
Right.
It's more functional than my iPad, but I still can't blog efficiently from this thing because I don't have LiveWriter.
Right.
A lot of the criticism came because of RT. They weren't criticizing the tablet.
Right.
They were criticizing the confusion that comes along with people understand, because this is a Microsoft tablet, runs Windows. That's all people hear.
And I believe it was like they kind of misinterpreted that. No one really knew what RT was, so it was like they jumped out the window assuming that it was a laptop.
Right, but it does say Windows 8. But that's my
right.
People misinterpreted it, and Microsoft miscommunicated it. Call it something else besides Windows 8 RT.
Yeah,
they had to do, like, that's where the confusion is coming from, and it's not that bad.
Yeah, it works. I toyed with it, and it definitely works. It's functional, and I think it's more relevant than the iPad.
Oh, yeah.
It may not necessarily be as functional right now as the iPad.
Well, I disagree. I think it's more functional, not more relevant, because apps make things relevant.
Right.
So this lacks a lot of apps. That's always the downfall here is apps.
Right.
But functionality, like my Word is in there, my SkyDrive is built in. Right off the bat, I'm good to go. RDP, remote desktop, is built in. I'm at work, and I'm working on my work computer, not at my desk. I'm running around on the floor. I'm visiting clients, and I'm using my Surface to do things.
Wow.
Like, that's big.
And
the iPad, forget it.
And that's the push for corporate.
Oh yeah.
Right now, you have this talk of corporate accounts using iPads, and it's like, yeah, that's what they're saying now, because iPad has been running what for now 3 years,
3 or 4 years,
3 or 4 years, give or take. Mm-hmm. So now that's what people gravitated to, because there was nothing else out there to gravitate to,
and it was nice,
right?
And it was nice.
So now you have the Surface RT or the Surface Pro, or one or the other one, or both. Now, how relevant is the iPad?
Right.
In a corporate world where Windows is still more functional.
Now you got to look at things like the HP MV2.
Right.
Really nice design.
Right.
And that's a Windows 8 machine, not an RT.
Right.
That is Windows
a
8
Pro.
That's an Ultrabook with a detachable screen that becomes a tablet. No executive is going to look at an iPad versus that, because he's got his policies from IT on there. The IT team can lock it down how they want, whatever they can do. He's got his Outlook, everything, full blown, and then he takes it off, and it's a tablet, and that's the allure. People want tablets,
right?
So now you get to see
tablets.
You get to see things where the iPad world becomes much more of it's a toy.
Right.
Versus something like, well, this is all we have, so we got to make it work. Dude, there's some ridiculous solutions in the corporate world to make iPad work. We're talking VPN, Office.
Right.
There's like good link things so they can get their mail. It's crazy the shoehorning that they do to make the iPad work.
And it's all like app driven. So when an app fails to work, now,
and even what's more interesting is something like the Good client. So Good is an enterprise solution that allows people to get into their corporate email.
Right.
And it's an app. The Good client will not run on the iPad if it's jailbroken. Somehow, somewhere, that thing, the Good engineers figured out how to detect when an iPad or iPhone is jailbroken.
It's probably searching. It's probably searching for what is that?
I don't know. I never looked into it.
The app that actually says that
Cydia or
Cydia,
whatever it is.
It's probably detecting Cydia.
How the fuck does Good engineers figure that out and Apple can't stop people from jailbreaking?
Hey, well, that's another Apple flaw.
Whatever.
But the
Surface is good.
Surface is a great. I actually caught on to some news from today. There was Microsoft addressed an issue, not a major issue. It's a very few in number, where it's actually been splitting in half.
Oh yeah, they said the
not necessarily the body.
Is it the keyboard? They said the keyboard is splitting wires down here when you snap it in,
right? And
it's causing some sound issues or something or the other goes on. I didn't get to read to. A few people hit me on Skype about and on Twitter about it, so I don't really understand what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably they're letting their children use it and they're slamming it down onto.
I mean, either way, these things come out with defects left and right.
Right. I mean, it's a brand new device, much to the first iPad.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't have a front or rear camera.
Yeah.
So, you know...
From what I heard, Microsoft was replacing them, though. If you have the issue, you can actually go to the Microsoft store. Thank you, Jesus. You can go to the Microsoft store.
Yeah,
there's stores you can go to now.
There's actual Microsoft stores.
This is where Apple has been winning for years.
Yeah.
How do you... Where's the HP store? You got to deal with the boxiness and stuff.
India. That's where the HP store is, in India.
So, yeah. The Surface, you know, the Surface is good. Surface Pro might be a little better depending on what you want, but yeah.
Yeah. So, from one Microsoft backed device or software to another. Halo 4.
Halo 4.
So, I have my copy. This man has his copy. First night, we're indulging. And, you know, having had the Halo 3, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach.
ODST, then
ODST, Reach.
Right.
The movement. I don't know what you would consider the terminology for the movement, but the movement of
community.
Well, no, not the community. The actual movement of the
Oh, the characters.
Yeah, the character movement.
Oh, okay, I got what you mean.
It moved so much different, like than, let's say, Halo 2 and Halo 1. Halo 1 was a little slower because, of course, it was old architecture,
right.
Old software. When it was ported over to 360, they started to do certain things with it that I wasn't too happy with. Wow. What is that?
343 Studios.
343 Studios.
I call it 323 as I'm reviewing. People are roasting me on YouTube. My bad. 343.
34. Wow.
Yeah.
Did they ever bring it back to Halo 2 and its best? With that feeling you got when you played Halo 2.
Yep.
All you need, they need more maps, but I understand that there's more maps when you download. You pay the 2,000 Microsoft points.
Yeah, but
yada yada.
And
I know you're not a fan of downloading maps.
Put it in the game. Why are you charging me extra for it?
Well, you
know, horse shit.
But well, everything costs nowadays. So you know, it's an excellent game. The shooting mechanics are awesome.
Better than ever.
It's honestly, these guys was that Call of Duty. They better come out with something incredible. So these guys that's created Call of Duty, is that Activision? And
I have no idea who does that game anymore.
Yeah, I sincerely hope that they have a solution for Halo 4, because trust me when I tell you, their rival is not what were we playing?
Medal of Honor. Damn, you forgot it already.
Yeah, Halo has totally swept everything, but Medal of Honor Warfighter is not their competition. It's Halo. Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. But can we?
No.
Anyway, so incredible game. Nice range of guns. The sniper rifle feels like it. Does it not feel like it did before?
Yeah, it feels like an actual sniper rifle now. You feel like you're working people when you hit somebody with shit.
One shot. It's particularly a
headshot.
Headshot.
Yeah.
If you're close, one shot.
It's a headshot. Yeah.
Right. Before, if you use a sniper rifle, close range, you had to hit them twice.
Right.
At least twice. Now it's headshot, done.
Mm-hmm. No, they like a lot of I beat this to death in the review. Again, the link will be there for the review. The difference in weapons mixed with the new armor abilities and the new extra abilities.
Right.
There's another layer of abilities. Like, it just all comes together. Like,
it does.
Your playing style, your loadout is completely different from mine.
Right.
And it's so dope. Like, I remember, here's one of the things I was scared about when I saw they were doing, you know, weapons, or you can have a loadout, meaning you can start the game with certain weapons of choice. Before, Halo was all about, and this was the last game of its kind, which is why Halo, I still defend it as the most strategic series, period. Most technical shooting game, period. Weapons were placed in certain parts of the map.
Right.
So depending on your strategy, you base your strategy on that weapon and where it was.
Right.
So if you wanted to control the game and capture the flag, you got to the rocket launchers first.
Yeah.
You got to the Spartan laser first, because you got to get rid of their vehicles so your vehicles can live, so you can transport your dudes to get the flag and come back.
Right.
Or if you know it's a small map and you want to control hallways, then you get to the dual SMGs, things like that. Now, they let you start with a battle rifle. And you know, Halo Reach and Halo 3, the battle rifle was God.
Yeah.
If dudes that had battle rifles control the game from long distance. Like, if you get caught out there with a battle rifle, there's nothing you can do.
And now there's
all you had was an assault rifle. Yeah, there's a DMR.
DMR is a single
and that's
shot.
what I use.
The 3-shot or the single shot?
Single shot. Right. Madness.
Yeah.
Madness. So, I thought it would alter the way the game played.
Right.
But it doesn't, because there's still weapons laid out around the map.
It is. It is.
And on top of that, they're power weapons. And on top of that, they don't spawn as often as they did in all the previous Halos.
Right.
So you really got to cherish these things when you find them. So if you kill a dude with a rocket launcher, get out and get that rocket launcher.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you ain't going to see another one for a while. Then they've got ordnance.
Right. The ordnance is awesome. Be careful, because it can fall on you, can't you? Can it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I thought it could.
I think it fell close to me and like drained my damn shield.
Oh, really?
But, yeah.
I always stay clear of it. So what ordinance is like a kill streak. So certain points, and this was dope about Halo 4. Again, they switched from kills to points.
Right.
So you get points for everything now. For helping a teammate, you get points, which is good because you don't feel. You ever been working a dude, and you going at it for about 10 seconds? You're like, "Fuck, dude, die!"
Yeah.
And then somebody comes around, like, do you know what it's like? Your fingers are hurting. You have no points. You have no kill to show for it. Now you get points.
Right.
You get points for helping, saving your teammate.
Mm-hmm.
You get points for objectives. So these points add up. When you get a certain amount of points, you get a kill streak, pretty much called ordnance, where you can select different weapons and have them drop in. You get some dope shit in there.
Yeah.
You get the machine gun, the saw.
Yeah, the saw is awesome.
You get saw, rocket launchers, sniper rifles. Man, the way they, you know what it was equivalent to? Treyarch, when they took over, I forgot which Call of Duty it was. Infinity Ward had finished it before, and Treyarch took it over, but they basically just added a bunch of shit. That's when they had the online elite shit.
Right.
It was good additions to the game.
Modern Warfare, the Black Ops.
Black Ops. I think it was Black Ops. But I just love the additions that 343 Studios threw in. It just gave the game new life. So I heard it did 3.1 million.
Wow.
In 24 hours.
Huh.
Halo always did numbers.
It did.
Beat the shit out of Spider-Man. They did that consecutively.
Yeah.
So Halo would come out, sell some ridiculous number. Spider-Man, the movie, would come out, set some benchmark for the top grossing entertainment entity, and then Halo will come out again and beat the crap out of Spider-Man. So I don't think Spider-Man's been doing good. It's been Avengers lately, right?
Yeah, Avengers has pretty much been.
Avengers is the top one.
And 2015 is the next Avengers. So look out for that.
But Halo's good.
Go out, cop Halo 4 if you didn't cop it. It's an excellent game. It got 9.5 on IGN.
Yeah, GameStop rated it high.
GameStop rated it.
I gave the
high.
multiplayer a 10.
Yeah,
I haven't played the campaign yet.
Yeah, I haven't played.
We can even do that.
Either. We'll get that out
because it's 4 players, so we can just sit down and
why not
rock it out.
So DJ Dirto dropped a new one again. I don't know how I'm missing his mixtapes. His is always good, but this one he's got it's the 1 year anniversary for the show. Right.
So he's got a few guest DJs on it, guest mixes that are really good.
Nice.
Check that out. Link will be there. Check that new Dirto out. That one's dope. Real dope.
Nice.
Congratulations on your 1 year anniversary, sir.
Salute you. Next up, we've been kind of slow on some of the, I guess you could say the wears, the kicks, but Nike. I guess you guys can remember the phenomenon that dropped last year, January, February, around All-Star season with the Galaxy penny, the Foamposite won Galaxies, the pennies. So what was it, like $200 and something in stores, resale value eBay $1,200, $1,600. Some people have sold it for $2,000.
Yep.
The numbers go on and
Did
on
you get
and
them?
on and on. No, sir.
You didn't get them?
Well, they didn't release here. Like, they released here, but they House of Hoops had them. And if you're not,
you had them all this time.
no, sir. House of Hoops had them, and you're talking about if you're not the first, one of the first, they'll probably get about 100 pairs and break them up in sizes. If you're not one of the first 100 people at the House of Hoops
You ain't getting them.
with driving a Maybach or something to that effect, you're not getting them. So it caused like a riot in Florida. I'm talking full scale riot gear, helicopters, police from ear to ear, here to there. It really caused a problem.
Come on, people.
Yeah. So that was like around. Yeah, that was actually around All-Star weekend. So Nike has gone on to release. I'm not sure if you're aware of the Nike Zoom rookies. So that's also a variation of the pennies, the penny ones. They actually re-released those as well. They were black with the white and the little like plastic pieces on the side. So it looks similar to that. They're recreated into a Foamposite shell, and they've been out. The actual rookies have been out for about a year now.
What's the price?
Normally around $180, $200, give or take. But they're now releasing the Galaxy rookies. So they pushed these. They pushed them back. They were actually slated to come out in October, but they pushed them back and didn't say anything more about a future release date. So we got November 17th is the supposed official release date, and it's probably going to be another riot. So it has the same type of Galaxy design on the Foamposite shell. The sole is glow in the dark as it was before. It has the pull tag, the little tag thing that was on the Foamposites, the original ones. Galaxy stuff, whatever was on it. I didn't get it, so I can't tell you what it is. But it has all that. They're supposed to be selling for $250, but don't quote me.
What do they get, like, more expensive every time around?
Well, you know what? Sneakers is like a big phenomenon. Like, people, it's almost cult-like. So yeah, the Nike knows this, Reebok knows this. All of these companies know that novelty sneakers, specialty sneakers, they're rare. They know people are out there trying to get them, and the people know that they're hard to find. So Nike knows all of this, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna charge this much.
That sucks, man.
So pretty much that's what's going on with that. A couple of other sneakers, Foamposites got pushed back. Pushed back the pearlized pink, something like that.
I saw them.
Yeah, they were supposed to be released last month.
Bad in person.
Supposedly somebody did get their hands on them, but
yeah.
I don't.
You know who got them?
Well, I don't know who has them.
You know who got them?
Yeah, well, if he has them, I'll be seeing him.
They look nice.
So, well, I'm not wearing pink sneakers.
No, they don't look that bad. They're not like fuchsia pink.
They're like powder pink.
Not even. It's weird. They look nice. You can get away with it.
Well, I'll check them out. If they're manly enough for me to wear them, I'll definitely throw them on. If not, I'll wait for the stealth. So the stealth Foamposites were actually dated to come out the same day as the breads. If you're not aware of what the breads are, that's the Jordan 11, the patent leathers.
I want those.
Yeah, those are.
I don't do Jordans, but when I do,
Yeah,
there's gonna be those.
Be ready, sir. That's all I'm gonna tell you is be ready, because I'm actually gonna pay.
Leaving my house.
I'm actually gonna pay for mine ahead of time.
Well, I'll be giving you the money. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving my house for no goddamn Jordans.
No, I'm not. Listen, that line that's gonna be in front of his store. Okay. We're gonna call him his store. We ain't getting paid to say his name, so But when we're in front of his store, we walk in. There isn't any waiting online. There's no, sir. No. So that's right before Christmas.
I could deal with that. That's a good Christmas gift.
So the Bread Jordan 11s and the Foamposite 1 Stealth, supposedly the same day. We don't know. We'll see. Zoom Rookie Galaxies, November 17th. On to Microsoft yet again. So seems to me like they're choosing to not stop ever, and they're pulling out all guns. So they sign on Gwen Stefani and the Brooklynite, the Brooklyn boy, yours truly, Jay-Z, to promote Windows 8. Again, power moves by Microsoft.
Windows 8 or Windows Phone 8?
Windows 8.
Nice.
Windows 8. I'm sure it's going to spool over to Windows Phone as well, because he'll probably be looking at his phone and it happens to be a Windows Phone 8.
Bring it on home, Hove.
So, I mean,
talking that bullshit. Shorty's a PC. He's a Mac.
Me from the Apple, which means a Mac. She's a PC. She lives in my lap.
Yeah, well,
cut that out.
We back.
Cut that out, man.
So he's, doing things like that is exactly what Microsoft always needed. They didn't do it with Windows Phone 7, and at that time, I guess for whatever reason, marketing wasn't their thing. They just push it out. If it sells, it sells. I don't know. They're a mammoth company anyhow. But they got them on deck. They're pushing out Windows 8 as if they needed that much more. But I mean, why not have Jay-Z on board and Gwen Stefani? And Times Square didn't look any better that release night of the Surface.
Word.
Snoop was out there. Snoop Dogg.
They didn't actually. I don't know what the hell they were doing out there. Snoop and Tiger was there. They didn't go on the. I don't know.
Right. I think they were just there.
Maybe, yeah.
And it just so happened that all of that. Maybe they performed. Maybe they had some sort of performance.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I really don't. Big ups to Snoop. Big ups to Tiger. Tiger's actually, he's pretty damn cool. Microsoft everything. They're doing what they do. I'm happy to have my.
Let me throw a curveball at you, sir.
Shoot.
This wasn't in our itinerary, but iPad Mini.
Do I have to put my phone down for this?
Can we get a brief synopsis of what you think of the iPad Mini?
This laptop, when it came out, was an awesome laptop. Okay, I got this laptop. It's a Dell. It's old, but it's I'm holding. It's old. I'm holding on to it for specific reasons. I don't want to get rid of it just yet.
It's huge.
It's huge. It's archaic.
It's a shame to have on the table.
If somebody volunteered to give me an iPad Mini for this laptop here, I would tell them to go straight to hell with that container of gasoline that I have currently in the back of my vehicle. That's how I feel. Real talk. It was a weak attempt to profit off of a smaller device. No Retina. The specs are horrible and it's overpriced for an iPad Mini. And you have Apple enthusiasts, Apple people, Apple heads that I know personally that just everything Apple that have a problem with that. Alright? Let's not get fooled by the lines that we saw outside of Apple stores. Everyone on that line did not purchase an iPhone Mini. iPad Mini.
They got the iPad 4.
It was for either an iPad 4 or an iPad mini because it released on the same day. Which was a poor marketing stunt right there.
Wait, when did the new iPad come out?
The new iPad
It can't be on the market for more than 7 months.
It came out last April, March, April. This year,
and the iPad. I didn't even realize that. And the iPad 4 is out already.
So they released 2 iPads in the same year.
3
if you include the mini. So this is what Apple is doing, and I hope all of you viewers, you YouTube viewers, you bloggers, everybody that blogs about Apple, all right, we're not just 2 idiots sitting here talking. Yeah, I live in New York, in Brooklyn. So
2 assholes, maybe.
Yeah, I'll be an asshole, but I'm not stupid.
Damn.
That's your company, all right. I'm not saying that Apple is a bad company. I'm saying that they're not the best company.
I'm saying they're a bad company.
You say they're a bad company, But this is your Apple God. It's just let you down.
Yo, that's pretty bad. If Microsoft did that, it'd be a problem.
You're absolutely right. I mean,
here's how it would be perceived if Microsoft did that. Windows 7 came out exactly 2 years after Windows Vista.
Right.
So Apple made people believe Vista was bad. Nothing was wrong with Vista.
Nothing.
And I'll challenge anybody that says something was wrong with Vista. We go toe to toe. Nothing was wrong with Vista. Came out 2 years exactly after Windows Vista.
Right.
People said Microsoft rushed Windows 7 to market because Vista sucks. But it was on schedule. It was fucking on schedule.
That's right.
Every 2 years, there's a new Windows operating system. So Microsoft didn't even bring the shit out early, and people said they did to say that the last version sucks. Apple releases 3 in 1 year. No one notices.
No one says anything. Oh, but the 2 stupid guys, they don't know what they're talking about.
So would you say the new iPad sucked that bad that they brought out the new 4?
I believe that the new no. I believe that was Apple's attempt at balancing out 2 barrels of horse shit. So, if the iPad mini fails, which it did, somebody's going to buy the iPad 4. If the iPad 4 fails, which, it failed once they decided that they were going to release a second iPad, full-size iPad in the same year. Then there's the iPad mini to fall back on. So what it does is it's canceling itself out.
What are the prices on the new iPad? This is so ridiculous we call this thing a new iPad. Did the prices drop because of the 4?
No.
No way.
No. Honestly, I don't know the horse shit that Apple is doing, and
you know what?
I really don't care.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it either.
Fuck Apple.
There it is here. It's a waste of time.
Now let's fuck Apple. So anywho, that was episode 11, folks. Leave some comments.
Leave comments.
We love to hear from you guys.
Check us out. Let us know what you think. Follow us, Twitter, like us, Facebook. Hit us up everywhere, Google Plus. Let us know what you think. Let us know if we made a mistake, feel free to comment.
Yeah.
We're human. We do that. No, I'm not a human. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Martian. So, thanks for stopping by one more time. See you episode 12. Holla.
Peace.
LifestylesDefined.com, representing everything you could ever love. Fashion, technology, entertainment, auto, gaming, and so much more. This is more than a blog. This is your lifestyle. LifestyleDefined.com.